All right, we're going to keep going with your next comedian, very funny guy, also from Toledo. Put your hands together for Jacob Barr.
Hey guys, what's up? What's up? I know this may surprise you, but I've had multiple run-ins with the law. I've almost been arrested multiple times. I think it's funny because if I were arrested, inmates would either think one of two things: either he's definitely innocent, or he did some weird shit. Like if I were arrested for, let's say, beating up 6 cops, all the inmates would be like, they clearly got the wrong guy. He must have been framed. But if I were arrested for, let's say, selling Pop-Tarts in individual packaging, be like, that's more up his alley. I wonder if he smuggled any. I was almost arrested once for marijuana possession when I was 15 years old, and I was caught in a car with my local reputable drug dealer, and they pull us out of the car and they bring 15-year-old me up to the cop car, and they're like, "Hey man, you're 15 years old, what's your reason for smoking weed?" And I was terrified, so I looked him dead in the eye, I pulled my hands up in the air, and I said, "Makes my hands not hurt so bad." And now the cop had the same terrified look on his face that I did, and he's like, "That's a pretty good reason." Do you want it back? Like, we don't want you to not have your medicine? A lot of people ask, "Hey man, if you were arrested, could they put you in handcuffs?" No, they just trust me. I don't want to get tased. I've had over 25 surgeries in my life, and judging by my appearance, none of them worked. Lots of scars on my body. I have one on my neck, actually. It's probably hard to see, but a lot of guys go, "Oh, that looks like a hickey," and I don't correct them. Well, some people are like, "It's definitely not a hickey. That doesn't make sense. You must be a vampire." Why do you think I'm a vampire? And they're like, "Well, you live in a dungeon, basically. You don't eat any people food and you never go outside." I think you're just describing a loser, not a... I don't think that means I'm a vampire. I live in a college dorm room by myself. It also means I'm a loser. I live in a college dorm room by myself, and I can always hear my neighbors having vigorous sex. So I do what any lonely person would do. I take advantage of those noises. But I feel so guilty taking advantage of those noises by jerking off to them. I can't, picture myself in the other room, having sex with a girl. I can just, picture myself in the other room, just watching. Just hanging out, talking to them while they're doing it. But it turns out I don't even have neighbors. Next to my room is where they keep the furnace. So now when I jerk off to the noises, I don't feel guilty about it. Now I can picture myself clearly in the other room having sex with the furnace. She's a real busty broad. My sister thinks I should get a job at Subway because she's stupid. The only way I'm getting hired at Subway is if my manager is not only blind but dead. And his sister goes, "Oh, they can't not hire you at Subway because you're disabled? No, they can just not hire me because it'd be terrible at making sandwiches. It'd scare away all the customers." I can't even wear gloves, and that's the first step of the training process. But here's her solution. She goes, "They'll just make you special gloves." Special gloves? Do you mean mittens? You want them to buy an entirely new type of glove just for your boy? She goes, "Yeah, if they're not mittens, then you can just wrap your arms in saran wrap. What's the difference?" Pretty sure there's a difference. Pretty sure people would care. How about instead of all of that? How about they just hire a normal fucking person? How about that? All right, guys, my name's Jacob Barr. Have a good night.
Jacob Barr, ladies and gentlemen.